Welcome everyone. Topic today for this webinar is how to grow your business in a down economy. Our presenter is Samar Showail. She is certified Mars and Venus business and executive coaching, Mars Venus executive training as well. Also, she is a KPI professional art practitioner. She is a professional performance management, professional business executive coach. Now we request our speaker, Samar, to start the session.
Thank you so much for your kind introduction. Welcome everybody to Mars and Venus Coaching. I'm so glad that you've managed your time today to attend today's webinar. I recommend that you keep a pen and paper handy to take some notes. And please, I want you to comment in the chat area. Anytime you have a comment or a question, please you can write it down بالعربي وحيتم التجاوب معكم بالعربي or by English, whatever makes you more comfortable. Okay, so how to grow your business in a down economy. We're going to introduce some concepts today. For some of you, it may be familiar, and for some of you, it may be not. What we're going to talk about today is the foundation upon which every business sits on. And it doesn't matter whether you're Microsoft or the little dry cleaner on the corner, all businesses sits on the same foundation. So you can focus on the right things and what it needs to succeed. Today, we will reward your time with some of the simplest, easiest, and fastest way to increase your sales, profit, and income. My name is Samar Showail, and a little bit of a background. My name is Samar Showail, and I'm a part of Mars and Venus Coaching. I have a question for you guys. I don't know if anyone heard about the book Men from Mars, Women from Venus, wrote by Dr. John Gray. Please share with us your answer and vote yes or no.
Yeah, 75 to 25.
Okay, that's interesting. So I have another question for you now. Who actually read it? Please vote yes or no.
For the one who read it, like 100% of who knows the book, like they went through the book. That's interesting.
That's amazing. And for those of you who didn't read the book yet, I urge you to do so. It's an amazing book that's based on the concept of gender intelligence. So we are a franchise. We are based in the United States. 90% of business owners believe that their retirement is that they are going to sell the business for their retirement. And actually, 78% of businesses never sell. And out of the 22 that do, more than half of them sell off less than what the business owner was looking for. The chances of you using the business for retirement is between slim and none. And as we all know, time management is one of the most important things in business and in life as well. So I'm sure you must have heard one of these phrases before. Empty your brain throughout the day, create a remember list, create your to-do list at the end of the day, prioritize, do what makes you most uncomfortable, share with the accountability partner. And all of this is meaningless if there is no real time management system to rely on. Now we will talk a bit about the foundation of every business. And the foundation is time and team and obviously money. These three are the foundation of every business. And the three biggest challenges that business owners have are around these three issues: time, team, and money. So if you're managing your time, team, and money, now you have a valuable business. And there are actually tools and system for each one of these: time, team, and money. Okay, so investing your time is one of the keys to success. We're going to reward your time today when you see the foundation that every business sits on. We're going to actually give you tools that you can take back to your business tomorrow and implement and actually start making more profits. Use your time a little better, manage your team a little better. But since we don't have much time today, we won't spend any time on time and team. But money is where we will spend our time today. So a little bit of a definition. What is a business? Well, actually, a business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. And that isn't true for most business owners. Typically, if you don't go to work, it probably wouldn't be running without you. This is one of the basics of being successful, to work on the business instead of in it. And most business owner, especially the smaller they are, works in it. And I don't know if you know this, but 85% of businesses fail within the first 5 years, and they all fail for the same reason. Why do you think they fail? Please share your thoughts with me in the comment or chat area.
We have Al-Sham said that marketing is a reason for a failure. If anyone have a trouble with connection, just refresh your page, or you can press reconnect so that you can join us or check your network. Yeah, we are waiting for the answers. The question is, why do you think they fail? Team management. From Ghulam Rasool. I guess you continue till we while the answers are coming. They're saying finance.
Okay.
They don't have patience. They say because of the team, because of the team management, because of the marketing.
Good.
Yeah, we have money coming. Collapsed economy.
Yes.
From Muhammad Saleh. Yeah, you can continue now. And
actually, there are so many symptoms, but the real reason is because 85% of the time, the owner is the business. He is actually a technician in his business. The auto mechanic that can fix cars better than anyone else goes out and opens an auto repair shop. The problem is he's still fixing cars. He is actually a technician in his own business. So think about that for a moment, because technicians don't work on the business, they work in the business. The more you work on the business, not in it, the more valuable your business will be. And then they don't have a succession plan, they don't have a team, they don't have an actual system, a reliable system. Combine all that together and you will have the main reasons why businesses fail. So the main key here is you have to work on your business, not just in your business. So frankly, that is a problem in business. Do you remember that auto mechanic I told you about that opened the auto repair shop? He is still fixing cars. He is doing the real work. If he didn't go to work, there will be no business. The best guy to open a hair salon, for an example, is someone who doesn't know how to cut hair. He can always hire someone to do that. The more you work on your business, not in it, the more valuable your business will be. And that is something as coaches we focus you to do. We step you out of the business, then we'll be working on it. Actually, the foundation I'll be talking about today specify what to work on, not in. That's why we do so well coaching lawyers, because most of them don't work on it. They actually work in it all the time. So they are focused on being lawyers, practicing law, not building a practice. Um, Now, the difference between in versus on. Well, working in the business, that means focusing on the day to day stuff: production, selling, administration, customer service, and dealing with the crisis of the day. Believe me, if you don't have an operational system, you will have a crisis every day. On the other hand, working on the business, that means creating 90-day plans, developing growth strategies and tactics, or objectives and initiatives to implement this strategy on the day-to-day business, testing and measuring these tactics through KPIs that will enhance your decision making and will allow you to make more calculated decisions. And also, it will allow you to focus more on the 5 principles of business success. Now, we are going to talk about the foundation. How do you leverage the company? This will be one of the most powerful things you will learn in business. So, are you ready for it? I'm not kidding. This is very interesting. This is the foundation of every company on planet Earth. Now, I don't know about other planets, they may have different formulas, but on this planet, this is the only foundation. Typically, when you sit down with your accountant, there's only 3 things that they look at: number of customers, the revenue, and the profit. Your accountant would come and say, we need more customers, we need more revenue, we need more profit. And then he will just leave, just walk away. And he will come back the next time and say, well, I told you, we need more customers, we need more revenue, we need more profit. But what he would never say is, how should we do it? Because frankly, those 3 numbers are outputs, not inputs. And you can never change an output unless you do something about the input. So basically, number of customer is number of leads multiplied by conversion rate. That will give you the number of customers. Then you have number of transaction and the average dollar sale for each customer. That will give you your revenue. Then you have your margin on your revenue. That will give you your profit. So if you need any clarification regarding terms we use in this formula, please comment in the chat area while I'm explaining it in the next slide. So this is the 5 ways to increase your business profit. It's number of leads times conversion rate is your number of customers, times the transaction number of transaction, times your average dollar sale is your revenue, times your margin is your profit. I want everyone to write this formula down. It's number of leads.
We have one question from Alsham. What is lead and how to calculate that?
I will explain it in the next 2 slides. If it's not clear, I would like her to re-ask this question and I will clarify it more. Number of leads multiplied by conversion rate is your number of customers. Multiplied by number of transaction multiplied by average dollar sale is your revenue. Multiplied by margin is your profit. And I don't care what business you're in. I don't care if it's a service or a product or whatever you do. This is the key of business success. So now I'm going to give you go in it with more details. So the only way to change your number of customers is by measuring your leads that comes in. That means how many phone calls or how many inquiries or how many web hits or how many people walking in. Whatever business you are in, it doesn't matter. What matter is the number of interested people that walks in the door, that calls on the phone and inquire. Then know the conversion rate of leads to actually becoming clients, and know that actual number. That means how many people are gone and how many is now a customer, an actual customer in my database. And then knowing the number of transactions. Once I know the number of customer I have, I know the number of transaction. What that mean is how often do they do business with me in a year? Is it once a year, twice a year, once a month, 12 times a month, or 12 times a year? So basically, you really know how many times the average person does business with you. And then how much do they spend? And then the average dollar sale. That's why I don't care if it's $50 for the dry cleaner or $5,000 for the attorney. It doesn't matter. What is your average? That is your revenue. What I need are those five numbers: number of leads, conversion rate, number of transaction, average dollar sale, and margin. That's all focused on the money side. Remember, there is time, team, and money. This is the money side only. Everyone got that so far? Because now I'm going to plug in some numbers and show you what does it really means. And I'm going to give you a typical example. If we have 365 days in a year, and let's say we take 1 week off, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Hajj, so 360 days. So if we take 3,650 leads, that would be about 10 leads a day. That means you got 10 phone calls or 10 inquiries or 10 web hits or 10 people walking in. Whatever business you're in, as I said, it doesn't matter. Let's say 1 out of 4 buys. That means the conversion rate is 25%. And that means it's 75% of your leads are gone. 3 out of 4 people are gone. Only 1 out of 4 people is now an actual customer in your database. That will give us the number of customer, 912 customers. Let's say number of transaction, that every 6 months they will come and buy again. That means twice a year. So every 6 months they do business with me. And let's say an average customer will spend $175 as an average. That will give me a revenue of 319Ks in a year. And let's say our margin is 25%, which means that 75% is your expenses. Only 25% is going to your personal bank account. 25% from the revenue is going to your pocket. And the other 75% is going back to running the business. That will give you a profit of 79Ks in a year. Everyone follow that? And this is the equation. It's a very, very simple formula. Normally, in a workshop, we do this exercise and more, but unfortunately, we don't have enough time to do that today. But I'll still share the conclusion with you. Okay, if we increase 10% in all of our 5 inputs, it's a 10% increase in leads. That means a 10% on 10 leads, that will be 11. So one more lead, it's a 10% increase. And I would urge you to do that exercise and also increase 10% in conversion rate, 10% in number of transactions, 10% in the average dollar sale, and 10% in the margin. And you'll have a 46% increase in your sales revenue and a massive 61 increase in your profits. I urge you to do that exercise, please. And we actually have strategies for enhancement. So in lead generation, we actually have 73 strategies to enhance it. In conversion rate, we have 83 strategies to enhance it. And number of transactions, we have 68 strategies to enhance it. And average dollar sale, we have 53 strategies. And in the profit margin, we actually have 67 strategies to enhance that. The problem is that most business owners don't have that. This is the dashboard of a car. How much oil? How much gas? What destination? How fast am I going? This is an actual dashboard of a business. What amazes me is many business owners are driving without no instrument panels. They're just driving, maybe in circles, and they don't know it. They don't know what direction they're going. They're just doing their technical side very, very well. They're running with whatever clients happens to come in. They are throwing some marketing dollars here and there and see what happens. They're hiring few people and trying to train them, but there's no systematic approach to running a business. Having that dashboard, that radar, this is what makes a business fly. So basically, as KPI professionals, we think highly of visualization as in dashboard based on scorecards. Well, all of the time in the workshop, I'm asked this question: is it possible in my business? But for a change, I will ask you guys: do you think it's possible in your business? Kindly vote.
You can start voting now and we will see the result live. Till now we have 50-50, 50 said yes and 50 said I'm not sure. We'll give it a few seconds to see how much it will change. 60% are saying yes, 57% is yes, 63% is yes. It's keep changing. 67% is yes, and 33% they are saying I am not sure. It's 60-40 now.
Okay.
Okay, we can close by this. 60-40. No, it is 55 yes, 9% no, and 36% I'm not sure. Keeps changing again. Okay, we'll take the last result now. It's 58 yes, 8% no, and 33% I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I will tell you right now, it's not possible in your business if you don't know these numbers, and if you're not willing to make some changes, because you can't improve something you don't know and you don't measure. So the very first thing you need to do in your business tomorrow morning is to actually measure this. You need to measure how many leads are coming in and from what source. You need to measure your number of transaction and your average dollar and your margin. Ask your accountant. I need to know my margin. That's the only numbers that is relevant. Uh, when you know that, you can actually increase your productivity, be more focused on what really matters, build a success plan, and be accountable for every decision you make. Now, everybody tells you focus is a key. But what I'm really talking about today is the real focus is a key. Looking at the whole picture while maintaining your focus on what really matters and leaving the other stuff for delegation. That will give you the reliable information which can help you to do more calculated decision upon. And that will help you as well to set up smart goals based on these numbers. And I'm sure most of you know what SMART is. SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, result-oriented, time-bounded goals. Once you know that, now you can write a success plan. It contains goals, SMART goals, as we said. It contains strategies, the why, what, where, how, and by when. It contains tactics and the objectives and initiatives to implement these strategies to your operational system. It contains KPIs to test and measure the and actually manage your performance, and it contains your result, basically achieving your dream. Now, by now, I'm sure you can do it yourself, or if you decided to do so, or you can attend one of my workshops for more detailed information and steps, or you can always hire a coach. And if you're going leaning to hiring a coach, well, a coach will help. He will help change the way you do things right now, see things more clearly, focus on what matters the most, develop a plan of action, and holds you accountable. And the first thing you do when you sit down with a coach, you will get a pre-diagnostic, put your real numbers into system, obtain input from coaches around the world, and start you to get focused. So this is what we do in Mars and Venus coaching. Through executive training, workshops, or coaching, we get very excited to be your partners in success, watching businesses grow and watching this transformation on the business owners, working on the business, not in the business every day, working on lead generation, conversion rate, number of transaction, average dollar sale. Those are the things that brings you money. How do you manage your time? How do you manage your people? And how do you build a business that runs without you? A lot of people are good at marketing, but not the sales. Or they're great at the sales, but don't have leads coming in. Great at finance, but don't have the 5 areas we focused on. Now, it's not very difficult to be good at finance, marketing, sales, time management, and leadership skills if you're willing to do some changes. It's a big problem for business owners, but you have the choice. And that's the difference between dealing with the problem on a daily basis or choosing to make some changes. Honestly, Without changing, there will be no growth, and growth is how we measure success. Now, some of you may be going into a state of fear, which means a chain of what if thoughts. For an example, a thought of what if I can't. But let me tell you something first. Fearing change is a normal human response, but don't let that stop you. Now, to achieve your goals, you need to understand and embrace. Only then you can break through that fear, whatever your fears may be. The real definition of fear is false expectations appearing real. So, honestly, answer these questions to yourself now. What's that worth to you to make some changes? What is the impact of your time management on your life? And I encourage you to go beyond these questions. And thank you so much for attending today.
Well, thank you very much, Samar, for sharing your knowledge and experience in this area. We would like to thank all the participants as well for participating and being active with us. We'll go through some questions because we have some questions from participants before we close the session. We have a question. First one is, the owner is the reason? That's a question from Al-Sham.
Well, can he clarify what he means best by this question? The owner
Okay,
is
well,
the.
Okay, we have another similar comment from Dua. There are some of many business in the world whose owners works in their business, but still they succeed.
Yes, because they are not just focusing on the day-to-day stuff. They have actual system to run the business. They are focusing on the big picture while just focusing on what the details that really matters and delegating so many things to other people. They have a good team with them.
There is another question from Al-Sham. So if we calculate our real profit, then we will know where we are and how to grow.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, that is so true.
A question from Hormuz Law. Would you share with us these strategies?
Yes, of course, I will share it with you. But since we don't have a lot of time and there is so many strategies, I always I give a workshop to like this seminar, and in the workshop we do so many examples and the calculation, and we do also strategies on how to enhance the five areas we talked about.
Another question. Balance scorecard, you mean?
Yeah, some people they use balance scorecards, and some people they use something less complicated. So it's basically knowing the concept of it and employing it into your business. Just measuring everything, and if you know where you are now, you can achieve and you can put plan to where you want to be at the next step.
Dr. Muhammad Rishad, can you share your workshop schedule?
Yes, of course. You have my email, and you can contact me on my email or through my website. I will go back one slide more here, so everyone can write it down. So either through my email or through my website, and I will be so glad.
Another question from Dipta Islam. She's asking about what is the KPI for online news portal?
What is the KPI for what?
For an online new portal, KPIs would be.
I'm sure. I'm not sure that I fully understand the question, but in a broad answer, I can say there is KPIs for everything. Uh, uh, how to build a KPI? It's a very simple steps.
Okay. You can also log into kpiinstitute.org, I guess, and you will find many KPIs as an examples for you. They have a library categorized per sector, like you'll find for news, for healthcare, you'll find your own examples of KPIs. We'll take
And
the other.
if I don't know if it's a she or he, if they can contact me with that detailed question on my email, I can give them a detailed answer.
Yes, because Samar Showail is a professional and practitioner KPI. So you can email her and she will help you. Okay, another question from Ghulam Rasul. Best tool to increase leads.
Best tools to increase leads. Well, leads that comes in, it comes in from different sources. So you have marketing, that's a source. You have referrals, that's a source. And from my point of view, referrals are the most inexpensive way to generate leads. So basically, if you can focus on referrals on your existing customers and the referrals that comes from them, from the satisfied customers, it will be more efficient and effective.
Great. Okay, we have come to the end of the session. Before we close the session, we'll let you know that we will record the video and we will send you the recording video so that you can watch it again or share it if you would like to. As well, we have a survey that will be sent to your email. We would like you to fill the survey and fill the survey. And also, I will be sharing with you now a link for our upcoming webinar so that you can attend. It's more related to quality and it's in Arabic, so you can register for this one as well. And the next email I will send, the next link as well, I will send, it's an English presentation or a webinar as well. So the first one is Arabic webinar, the second one is English one. You can find the details once you are in. I would like to ask our presenter for today and thank the presenter for the great presentation. You can close the session, Samar Showail.
Well, my last words for you today is don't settle for second best in life or in business. Stay active and keep reaching for new heights. I would like to thank you all again for finding time to attend today's webinar, and I hope it was worth it. And please don't hesitate to contact me on my email or through my website. It will be my pleasure to hear from you. And thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you. Don't forget to rate the service after you finish. We are off. Have a great day.